God's children. I know it's been a while, it's been months since I've made a video, but now I'm back. I'm not gonna promise you that I'm gonna be making a video every single month, but anytime I feel like making one or have time to make one, I will try to make one. But anyway, months ago, I was gonna make a video about Amanda Gorman, the girl that was on, she had got a chance to do her speech at the inauguration, at Joe Biden's inauguration, and she did a beautiful job. She reminded me of a young Maya Angelou. And I was gonna highlight on her success. She even got a chance to do her speech at the Super Bowl. She did a poem at the Super Bowl, and it's just so beautiful. And I was getting that video together, but it didn't come out right. I was gonna show a clip of her speech at the inauguration, and when I put it inside the video after doing my commentary on her, the video came out muted. Like, it just would not come out right, so I just gave up on it. But anyway, I'm just so proud of her. I wish more Black YouTubers would highlight on her, or highlight on any Black person who does something positive for the community, or who becomes successful and well known for something really, really good. Because I feel like in Black YouTube, they focus too much on negative stuff. And she would have really been a great person to do a topic on. And I was gonna do a topic on her, but my video, when it didn't come out the right way, I just gave up. I said, well, I'm not gonna waste my time and energy trying to get this together. And I'm good with technology, but ever since Microsoft decided to get rid of the Movies Maker, because they used to have a Windows Movie Maker. Ever since they got rid of that, it's been really, really hard on me to make videos. And I'm a person where I like, if it's not broke, don't fix it. They shouldn't have never got rid of Windows Movie Maker, because I got so used to using that tool. And I used to make my lyric videos on there too. But now, ever since they got rid of it, it's like I can't really do anything creative. Like, I have to rely on apps on the phone. And I don't be wanting to do all that, because my phone, it takes up a lot of space. I run out of space on my phone. And I end up having to delete stuff off my phone. I have to basically clean house on my phone. And I didn't want to do all of that. I want to do majority of my stuff on the laptop. But I can't do it because Windows, they have changed so much. Microsoft has changed so much. They got rid of stuff that were really good. It's just so frustrating when you got so used to using a certain software, and now that software doesn't exist, it's like you have to either, rely on your phone, rely on apps on your phone, or you just have to deal with whatever comes with your computer. And that's why I wish my old computers, I wish they were working, because I could go on there and use the software that I'm comfortable with using. But anyway, that's a whole new topic. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna get into this video. There's some things I really want to talk about. And this video is gonna be kind of controversial because it's not gonna go along with the popular opinion. It's not gonna go along with what everybody else has been brainwashed to think. But I'm gonna come out and say it. But I just feel like us as a in Black YouTube, like I said earlier, I feel like we focus on too much of the negativity. Like we constantly beg for acceptance. We constantly project things that are not really there. We project our own insecurities onto other people, and it's getting rather annoying and embarrassing, if you ask me. It's getting rather annoying. Sorry, that was my own phone. My sister keeps calling me. But anyway, I just think that we focus way too much on negativity. We really do, and we're always begging for acceptance. Like, if we're not being promoted well on television or in music videos, we get on YouTube and we complain about it. If we're not getting much success in the dating scene, because in society, it seems like a lot of the anti-blackness is being pushed on dating apps, and they're going with this narrative that lighter skin is better, that is more attractive. And so when a lot of us, when we're not getting the attention from men like we feel we should get, we blame it on colorism. Or if we're not succeeding in our career, we'll blame it on racism and stuff like that. And I just feel like we blame it on stuff. And I mean, sometimes it may have something to do with colorism, or it may have something to do with racism. But it's not like that all the time. Like, not everything is racism. Not everything is colorism. Sometimes it's something else. Like, it could be maybe you're not working hard enough on your goal, or maybe you're not, like, because you're not getting that job or something that you really want. It could be that you're not practicing you're not getting ready for your interviews before you go to the interview. Or it could be that the way you present yourself at the interview, maybe you're not presenting yourself in a confident way. It could be that maybe you just don't have enough experience, which I don't understand, because in order to get experience, you gotta get the job. And once you get the job, then you get to work in there for like 6 months or to a year, then you'll build up experience. So I never understood the hiring managers, why they so big on the experience thing, especially with entry-level jobs. It's entry-level, so why expect so much from a candidate when the job is entry-level? But anyway, that's besides the point. It could be other factors on why you didn't get that job. It ain't got to always be about your skin color. Or like with dating, it could be your personality. It could be the way you carry yourself. Maybe you're not grooming yourself in a way that you should. Because guys, they look at everything. They look at, you know, from your nails to your hair, to your toenails. They look at everything. And if anything is out of place, like even your hygiene, like if you're not smelling right, that could turn a guy off. So that could be a factor. It's not always about your skin color. Like I even hear some black women say in a video that when they do have a crush on a guy, they often ask themselves, well, is he even into black women, or will he date me even if I'm dark skinned? Like, you should never have to ask yourself questions like that. If you're asking yourself questions like that, that just shows that you don't have confidence in yourself, that you have low self-esteem. And I think a lot of that stems from brainwashing. You're so busy listening to these YouTubers who sit on their rump all day and preach about colorism. Every time they see a rapper say something controversial about dark-skinned women, they're making a video about it. Or, you know, or when they see, you know, a tweet or something that's a disrespect towards dark-skinned women, they're making a video about it. And when you go on their page, and majority of the videos is all about colorism and disrespect of dark-skinned black women, and you're watching, and you watch those videos repeatedly over and over again, it's gonna get to your head, and it's gonna cause you to walk out the door thinking that you're undesirable, that nobody's gonna want to date you, that you're unattractive. I mean, it's gonna play in your mind. And so every time you end up being attracted to a dude, you're gonna be always wondering, oh, is my skin color a barrier to this guy? Like, and that's why you need to be careful with who you listen to. Like, that's why I made that video in the past, the dangers of commentaries. Like, you got to be careful who you follow on YouTube. You got to be careful with what you're feeding your mind into. Like, if you feeding your mind into videos that are based on negativity, they always focus on negative stuff in the black community, or in any community. It's not just the black community, but any community. You're not gonna walk away uplifted. You're not gonna gain anything from that. You're just not. I used to follow Cynthia G. I used to follow Chrissy. I used to follow Paris Milan. I used to follow Progressive. I used to follow a lot of these people, and whenever I would leave, I would be, after watching a video, I would never feel empowered. I would always walk around feeling like a victim, and looking at people lighter than me, I would always feel like they were better, or, you know, I would walk away. And then I had to sit back and realize to myself, hey, why am I feeling like this? Like, they're not the enemy. They can't help how they look. They can't help that their skin is lighter than me. I mean, they can't help that by European standards that they're the desirable one. Like, that's not their fault. That's not something that they intended to want. And, you know, I had to sit back. I said, hey, where did I get all of this from? All of this negative. At one point, I even said that I couldn't see myself dating outside my race. And I had to wonder to myself, why am I thinking stuff like on, you know, how should I say it? I had to remind myself of how I was raised. My mom and dad did not raise me like this. I was not raised to think about colorism. I was not raised to put blame everything on colorism and racism. I was not raised like that. I was raised that I was a beautiful woman regardless of how dark I am. I was raised to think that, I grew up with a really good father, and he was a good husband to my mom. He got out and he worked. He took care of me and my sister. He did everything that a man was supposed to do. So for me to walk around and think that, oh, black men are the enemy, that would be wrong. I was raised by a good father. I have no reason to think that there are no good black men out there. I have no reason to think that. And I had to think, I had to be like, well, why am I feeling this way? It's because of YouTube. These people, you got people that have grew up in 2-parent households, who had it good, who had parents who brought them up at the right way. And but when they get on YouTube, all of that goes out the window because they keep seeing these videos about, oh, black men are this, older colorists, they always, they see men disrespecting women online, with the red pill agenda and everything, and they let everything that they were raised on, they throw all of that out the window, and now they end up becoming no better than a person who was raised up in a single parent household, who didn't have a father in the home. Their thinking ends up being no different from theirs. And that's sad, people. That's sad. It's sad what a lot of these YouTubers are doing to a lot of us. Like, we're sitting back and we're listening to them, and we're not gaining anything positive from them. Nothing uplifting, nothing to make us feel great about ourselves or make us feel motivated. And that's really sad, guys. You got to really be careful. You got to be careful who you're listening to on YouTube, because anybody, if you're listening to someone and you walk away feeling negative or feeling mad at the world, that's a sign, guys. That is a sign that you need to be careful. You might want to unsubscribe from them real quick. Unsubscribe from them real quick, because if you keep listening to this person, it's gonna change the way you feel about yourself. It's gonna change the way you feel about others. It's gonna change the way you treat other people. Like, recently I just heard a guy say that he doesn't even treat black women with respect anymore because of all the videos he's seen on YouTube with all, these women, they constantly slandering black men. And then the red pill guys, they're brainwashing men to tell them that, hey, black women are no good. You don't need to be, these black women don't deserve the best. They're average at best. They don't deserve a 6-figure guy, or they don't deserve a high value guy if they got a child. If they reach a certain age, like if they're like 30 years old, they're in the danger zone. Kevin Samuels is one of them people that's brainwashing a lot of these men. to stray away from potentially good women that could be potentially good for you. You know, you're all focused on their age and everything. You could be you can miss out on a woman that's potentially good for you. No woman should be punished for putting their career first and then putting marriage and having children last. Like, a lot of us women do prefer to start a family at the age of 30. Like, we shouldn't be punished for that. You know, we shouldn't be punished for building a life for ourselves first and getting our career together while we're in our 20s. And then we get in our 30s, men don't want us anymore because we reached 30. They want the 22-year-olds. They want the 22-year-olds to start having babies. But then they're the main ones complaining about single motherhood. Oh, you ended up becoming a single mom. I don't want you. But then you turn around and you tell us, well, you need to start having babies before you turn 27. Because once you reach 30, you're in the danger zone. Like, that doesn't make any sense. But that's a whole nother topic. But I'm just saying, y'all gotta be careful, because brainwashing is real. If you don't think brainwashing is real, watch a documentary on Jim Jones. If you don't know who Jim Jones is, just look him up. Follow this page, celebrity underrated. They got they made a video about Jim Jones. Look him up if you don't think brainwashing is real, because that's what's going on right now. Except instead of it killing people physically, mentally it's killing people. Mentally, on these online cults are killing people mentally. It's changing the way they treat people. It's changing the way they think. Like, if you're walking around after watching a video and you're walking around thinking that a certain group of people is the enemy, then that means that whoever you're following, you need to unsubscribe from them right now. Unsubscribe from them. Because you don't need that. Like, you was not raised like that. Well, I don't know. I can't tell how you were raised, but if you were raised in a 2-parent household and you had a father in your life that did what he was supposed to do, that took care of you, you had a mother that embraced you, told you you are beautiful, inspired you and everything, then your thought process should be positive. It should not be negative. It should not be like a person that didn't have it so good, that didn't have a good family life. Your thought process should be different. You got to really, really be careful who you're listening to, because if not, you're gonna end up being brainwashed into the wrong thing, and your mind is gonna be so filled up with negativity that it's gonna be hard for a person to tell you any different, because you're gonna end up being set in your ways. You're gonna have your mind made up by a specific group, and you're gonna miss out on your blessings. Because when you decide that you hate a specific group of people just because of what you heard on these videos, that can cause you to miss out on some really, really good people. And I'm here to tell you, I'm not perfect. Nobody is. But I'm a damn good person. I'm one of the nicest people you ever met. You know, I'm not trying to be conceited or anything. But I'm just telling you real. I'm one of the nicest people. Some people even say that I'm too nice, you know. And that's something that I'm working on. That is something that I'm working on. But I'm a really nice person. Like, I'm easy to talk to. Easy to get along with. But then, you know, black men, when they constantly hearing that black women are aggressive and black women are ratchet and stuff like that, and they decide not to date black women at all, they miss out on black women like me. They miss out on black women like me who don't fit that stereotype, all because they keep hearing stuff on these YouTube videos that are not true. And these YouTubers, a lot of them are generalizing based on their own experience. And some of the experience go far as high school experience. They be 30 years old still dwelling on facing rejection from a teenage girl in high school. Like, come on now. Like, we all know that everybody is naive in their teenage years. Everybody go based on looks in their teenage years. Like, a lot of us, we don't realize that personality is more important until we get like in our mid-20s, and then we wake up and we be like, hey, I'm gonna start putting personality ahead of looks, because just because you look good doesn't mean that you're the right one for me, you know? So, I mean, stop dwelling on the past and look forward to the future and just move forward. So you have a lot of YouTubers that have a hard time moving forward. They dwell on past traumas or past rejections. And what they don't realize is that they're letting that person that rejected them, they're letting them win. They're letting them control their feelings and control how they express themselves. And I just feel like if you constantly keep dwelling on the past and using the past as an excuse for how you feel about a certain particular group of people, I mean, it's just not, it's not gonna help you heal. You're supposed to heal from the past, and once you heal, you move on. You move on. But anyway, just remember, please be careful who you follow. I know this video's getting long, but just be careful who you follow on YouTube, because if you're walking away and you feeling like, after you listen to a video and you feel like you ain't gained any inspiration from it or nothing, then that's a sign that you need to unsubscribe from that person, because you keep listening to them over and over and over, because we all know that people love drama. They love, and you know, some negativity can be entertaining. It can be a drug. And that's the devil. That's the devil trying to get you. He has a way where he can manipulate you and could tempt you into clicking on a video that's focused on negativity, because he know that you gonna want to listen to that. But you just got to try your best. You need to listen to positive people online, people that are gonna influence you in the right way. And you know, no matter how old you are, we all need advice. We all need advice. I don't care if you're 35 years old. You still gonna need advice, because life is a learning experience regardless of how old you are. You're not gonna know everything. You know, and there may be things that your parents didn't talk to you about that someone on YouTube can talk to you about or give you advice on. But you gotta make sure that you're getting your advice from the right person. You can't just come on YouTube and listen to just anybody. You gotta make sure that you're getting your advice from the right person, and that when you walk away from that video that you feeling uplifted, you feeling positive, you feeling good, and you feel like you can really be something special, that that you can really conquer the obstacles that you're facing. And I'm gonna recommend a channel to everybody, like even men, like y'all need to listen to this person. It's called Love Your Natural. Love Your Natural. Her real name is Paige. She gives a lot of good advice. She gives advice on avoiding bad friendships. She gives advice on how to take care of your hygiene. She gives advice on how to deal with your problems, your relationship problems. She gives really, really good advice, and I advise you to follow her. Love Your Natural. There's another one. I think her name is A Life with Danielle. She's another good one. I had just started following her. A Life with Danielle. She's very open-minded. She's very open-minded. A Lifestyle with Danielle. She's very open-minded and positive. And you could follow her as well. But those are just a couple people that I can think of that you could follow. But just please, 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 in the near future, be careful. Going forward, be careful who you subscribe to, because some people, they're just out for themselves. They're out for clout. They're out for attention. They're out for that cash out money. And they don't give a damn about you. They don't care how you feel after you get done watching their video. So just be careful. And peace and love and blessings to everyone.